girl standing in the water. Subscribe and leave your like. At the edge of a quiet lake, rumors spread every summer. People say that at dusk, just before the fog settles, a girl appears standing waist deep in the water. She never speaks, she never moves, but her reflection does. Tonight, I decided to see it for myself. The first sighting, I arrived at the lake just before sundown. The air was still, unnaturally still, like the lake was holding its breath. As I walked toward the shore, I saw her. A girl, maybe 10 or 11 years old, standing waist deep in the water, her back facing me. Her long hair clung to her shoulders, unmoving, even without wind. I called out, "Hey, are you okay?" She didn't turn. She didn't respond. She didn't even flinch. Then I looked down, at her reflection. It was facing me, a pale face, smiling, even though the real girl wasn't. The reflection, my stomach dropped. I stepped closer to the shore. The girl remained still, but below her, in the water, her reflection waved. A slow, unsettling wave, like it was greeting me. I backed up. The reflection stepped forward, but the girl did not move an inch. I grabbed my phone and started recording. Zooming in, I saw something that made my hands freeze. Her reflection wasn't in the water anymore. It was standing next to her, like a second version of her, made entirely of black water and moonlight. Then, it sank, pulled under as if something grabbed it from below. The real girl still didn't move. Then, she whispered, so quietly I barely heard it, "Don't look at it." The pull of the lake. The water around her started to ripple, expanding outward, then pulling inward again, like the lake was breathing. I shouted for her to come to shore. No reaction. I stepped closer. That's when I noticed footprints, red footprints, appearing behind me on the pier. Step, 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 but there was no one there. The girl whispered again, "Don't turn around." My breath hitched. The footsteps stopped right behind me. I aimed the phone over my shoulder. Nothing, but on the screen, a dark silhouette stood inches from me. Smiling, dripping water. I bolted toward the girl. I don't know why. Maybe to help, maybe to escape, but as soon as I reached the edge of the lake, she was gone. Only ripples remained. The reflection returns. I stared into the water, and there she was again. Her reflection, smiling, but now, it wasn't her reflection, it was mine, opening its mouth, whispering, "You shouldn't have come." They say reflections show the truth, but that night, mine showed something else. And every time I pass a mirror now, I swear it moves just a second too late. Subscribe and leave your like.